Alright, hello and welcome back to Arma. Today what we're going to be doing is pretty much going to record this building of an op. As I did in last time, I'm going to pretty much give you an op example. And today we are going to Pakistan Mountains. And we're going to build a continuation op to the heat stroke operation that is on my channel if you haven't seen it. It was a pretty neat one. Pretty much last time our guys had to fight their way, pretty much find out information about insurgency happening in this region. In Chak, they had some fights in that town, and then they moved to Huzur-Timam, which is here. It took down the main, field HQ of the insurgent. Apparently they were building IEDs in that position and all that, but they have not managed to take down the Sultan Safe HQ or take down the weapons cache that the insurgents had. So now they have to come back and finish off the insurgents, which have come back to Huzur-Timam to some extent and still have their weapons ready and in check. But this time our guys are going to have air support and all that jazz. So while I'm planning this, I'm going to start out with putting down the objective, custom objective here. I'm going to just put it here. I don't like it putting on the objective itself because I like using markers later. So this is the starting description that I just said, pretty much is Huzur-Timam. During Operation Heatstroke, we engaged and destroyed insurgent operation in the center of Huzur-Timam and eliminated an ID lab. Now we move to finish off the organization, and while they regained some presence in Huzur-Timam again, our main target is the insurgent town of Sultan Safe. This time we are not limited by heat waves, and our vehicles and air support are operational. So I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to update it later after I finish building the op. It seems like I'm going to have good attendance today, as far as my FEWZ website tells me. So we're going to give them a couple of things today. We're going to run with air support, and it's going to be pretty extensive. So we're going to give them a nice Wildcat. I wanted to use these. I haven't actually had the chance of using them too much. So maybe Hellfire one? I'm not sure actually. Let's see what kinds we have here. We have multiple kinds of Hellfire. I can't customize their loadouts because they're not the new types. I can always just put down a Comanche, and that guy I can change the loadout off if I want to. And it's a two-seater, that's fine for me. But I am interested in doing... well, this thing attacked successfully last time. Can I? I don't think I can customize. Yeah, I can't customize its view. Okay. Well, you know what? Since this is AT, and I'm not interested in AT today, I'm looking more for a proper attack chopper, and I want everything to work perfectly with no, glitches and such. We're just going to use the Comanche. And as far as the loadout, he doesn't need to have AA on him. I'm going to give him some Hydra rockets. Can I just not... okay, this has more options than the other one. Let's just keep this one empty. And we got the AGRs. You know what? Let's keep both of those empty. You don't really need AA. We're going to leave them like 2 AA rockets and 2 DAGR bays. And the normal turret is pretty much going to do most of the job anyway. Now, other resources I'm going to give them, let's see. We're going to be running with, we haven't used them for a while and I really like them. So we are going to use the Foxhounds today. Coming from Barnes Armories mods. They're really, really nice. I like them a lot, and they are pretty hefty. They can get a few hits and stay up, which is something the guys will need today because it's not going to be an easy approach. Pretty much we're giving them more assets than they usually get. today. So counting on having an alpha squad, helicopter team, and possibly if I have enough people, we're going to even run a vehicle team. I am going to also give them some sort of an IFV to play with. So let's see here. This is not under NATO. It should be under USA Desert IFV. And we got the Bradleys here. We're not going to give them a too beefy one. Too much of a beefy one. Let's see. Busk one. Well, the Busks are pretty neat. Maybe even too neat. SOCOM has any? No, I don't think so. SMC. That's just MRAPs. We can give them a tank always, but that's a bit too much, I believe. APCs. What do we have here? Well, we haven't run with those, but those are just troop carriers, and I'm not interested in using USA stuff. So we're going to stick to the Bradley. We're going to give them a Busk 1. What's the difference between those? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to give them an older Busk 1 to play with. So we got this one, 2 MRAPs that are armed, and a Comanche. That's more than enough of what they need for today. As far as the actual location, so they'll have to move to Zrtimam first and make sure the town is clear. The town will be hostile, but we'll pretty much make it a normal hostile kind of thing. So we're going to spread enemies out. They're going to have to clear everything. So infantry emphasis is going to be large, and I'm going to throw in surprises while infantry are clearing, so that the other elements will have to support. And eventually they will reach the town of Sultan Safa, where they will have to completely destroy whatever is left of the enemy forces and find any caches remaining. And we're gonna have a few surprises coming off, like from this road probably, and moving on to that area. So I'm gonna spawn things while the mission is happening. I need to count on that. So first of all, let's fill this town with a couple of civilians. Luckily in this kind of mod setup I have random civilians, so I don't have to just select a different kind of civilians every time I play. We just can put them down and it will randomize. Why do you go in groups? I hate when you do that. Alright. And pretty much we're gonna have our insurgents hiding among the populace. And the populace is not gonna be nice to our guys as well. So this is pretty much filled. And let's do this here as well. Of course, Sultan Safa itself, like it was last time, even though they didn't push on it, is going to be filled with insurgents only, which will be an easier zone for them to engage. Among civilians, they'll have to give a lot of emphasis to the infantry squads, but among the insurgents, they can use higher caliber ammunitions and so on and so on. Let's just man this as well. Okay, so now I'm going to use the AI behavior garrison building tool to garrison some of these civilians, so they'll actually be inside of the houses. I don't want you to be in the same house. That is annoying. Yeah. Let's... Okay, sure. Why not be there? These guys can both be inside here. This guy. This guy. Oh, no. I wanted you to go there. And for good reason. There we go. And we'll see how many civilians they will actually shoot today. It might happen definitely when civilians are inside buildings and our players are trying to find enemies from afar. They see one guy in a balcony and they just shoot, which is a problem. So we're going to kind of practice it today. Be inside a building, be inside a building. Alright. Okay, so we're done with our civilians, and now we're going to place... we're not going to have any suicide bombers or IEDs in this area because they destroyed a facility last time, and pretty much to me that means that enemy is not going to have this kind of option anymore. This is kind of trying to do a continuation thing. So as usual, I use rifle squads or kind of bigger squadrons in order to spread out my men. So if I want to spread out people all around a big area, I will place these and garrison them, and that will pretty much do this. It will spread them out. Make sure that they are not limited to standing, because that doesn't mean they're standing, might be crouching on purpose, and that they are safe. If you just want them to behave normally, because alert means that they can see players, identify players more easily, and you need to know that as Zeus. So if you want enemies to just have normal identification abilities, then go ahead and put them on safe, and they will probably be better after they, you know, hear shots or something like that, become aware, and then they can identify our forces more. So I spread out 2 squads along like random buildings in the village, and now I want to man the big buildings with like enough people to support them. So I want all 4 of these guys in the building, and because this is a fire team, it will actually work when I tell it to. Unlike the rifle squad, for some reason this script worked like this. So if I want to man a building with a lot of people, I just put them right on the building, which is pretty much what I'm gonna do. I want to... Are these the rifle guys? Yeah, okay. I want to put 2 sentries here. So I'm going to put them next to the building and garrison. Then I'm going to make sure they're on the setting that I want. What else? This looks decent to me. We're going to have... Oh, no. We're going to have a vehicle here. And we're going to have a static here as well. So let's have a UAZ of some kind. I like these ones the best because the gun is frightening, but the vehicle is very fragile. So if our guys manage to engage it quickly, it does nothing. If the guys miss it, then it does a lot, which is important. It's going to just hang around here in the market area, and it's going to be safe. And we're going to have a static position. Going to have, let's say, I want to have an AT static position, this thing. So we're going to put it somewhere. I want to put it on a roof so it watches the road over there. Or you know what, let's put it in the back so it doesn't see our guys immediately, but engages them when they come. No, this is too exposed. We're going to put him... I'm not sure. Let's put him up on this kind of intersection thing. Behind this, maybe. And that way it won't shoot immediately, but it will shoot once it sees him. So we're going to put him here. Yeah. And... he won't be exposed to our guys. If they push the vehicles to the junction, he will probably engage them unless they identify him first. So that will give them a chance to actually identify him. We're going to have a patrol going through. That's going to be rifle patrol. So you put them on safe, limited movement, and then you can set up your patrol path, holding Control and Alt at the same time, and then right-clicking along the patrol route. Let's do it like this. And of course, they'll go through the waypoints, and then they'll come back to the waypoint closest to the cycle point. So I'm moving the cycle point closest to the waypoint I want them to come back to. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back to this one and do them again. And we're going to do the same here. So these guys might be, our guys might be suppressed a bit by these kind of, this type of sentry is rifle sentry. You can see that one has a normal rifle and one has the SVD. Field, and SVD. So these guys are pretty much, that's kind of a marksman sentry. So they will shoot our guys from up there if our guys don't take them down first. And I forgot to put them on safe and limited. And cycle point. Alright, we got our patrols, we got our Fang. Our guys are gonna come through the Chuck probably. So we might put a surprise there as well, but then we'll do that later. So this is objective 1. OBJ1. And we'll put it in red, because why not? Right? Did I write it? Yeah, okay. Second part of Huzutimam. Let's do something different. What type of units do I have here? We're gonna have units in this section, more hiding, and we're gonna have some nasty surprises in the houses. Let's do, I think that you can put something on this, so let's do a stand-up position with, there you go, this thingy. No, I want you to turn around to the other side. It's my bad. Okay. Oh, yeah, they tend to do that for some reason. I hope I can put this guy on top of this. It would be really nice if I can, but they tend to jump away in a really weird fashion if they don't like the ground they're put on. Yeah. No, this is not going to work with him there. Well, now he's... What are you doing? Okay. So we're going to place him... We're going to do the same thing we did with the other guy. We're going to place him here. He doesn't have view of anything of the town below, so he won't engage on the first phase. But he will engage once they come to this section and, let's say, go to the second floor of a house or something. So he will be here. And we're going to place our guys same fashion. We're going to do it one building at a time this time, though. And we're going to move them into positions... Oh, yeah, I don't want you to be in the same squad. That's definitely not what I want. And we're going to put them into positions where it will be difficult to engage them from outside. Our guys will have to get inside, and they will have to do some intense CQC in this section. Let's put another one here. I'm not going to fill the first compounds to kind of build the tension. You kind of have to think about the mission when you do these kind of things. So that's what... I thought I placed the sentry, but apparently I didn't. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to put it here as well. Okay. Garrison, Garrison, and Garrison. And one of them flew over here for some reason. Okay. So let's design this quickly. We're going to have them all inside and not next to windows, so they can't be spotted or shot from the outside, which is going to be a problem for our guys. And we're also going to put them on... Oh, get inside a bit more. Don't want you guys next to the windows. Yeah, okay, that's fine enough. Let's have one guy hiding behind the wall here. So he'll be outside, but he'll be behind a wall, hard to notice kind of thing. And this guy won't stand next to the window. He will actually stand in this alcove, which will make him harder to see. Let's put him real close to the wall so they can't see him from this window. Yeah, they can't see him from this window. They can see the other guy from the window, but they can't see this guy from the window. Wait, where are they coming from? They're coming from there. So they're probably gonna see that window. That window, yeah. So we're gonna hide him here. Yeah, here is good. Okay, so these guys are hidden, and now I'm gonna actually remove the stand for a second, and then I'm gonna place it again to make sure they are actually on stand, and I'm gonna put them on stealth. And this will make sure that they don't move unnecessarily, and if they do, they'll move slowly. And these guys, let's have him inside, not outside. You know, let's have him inside here. That would be better. This building is pretty big, so there should be a lot of spaces that are harder to see. Although this floor is pretty exposed. So we're going to have to move this guy one floor down. Let's have you in this alcove. Is he standing in the air there? No. Alright, this is not good. Let's place him here. My dog is getting crankier by the moment. Right? They haven't... Yeah, okay, they're good. These two. One is standing outside the door. That's definitely not what we want. He's going to just stand right in front of the door and be very not nice here. Why are they all hovering just a bit? It's pretty annoying. This building is probably a bit glitched. All these imported Arma 2 assets, seriously. They're gonna stand right on, no. Maybe here, except not in front of the window. There we go. Alright. And we're going to have them in the same state that the others are. And last two over here. This part would be challenging as far as the CQC, but not because of the numbers. So we're going to have pretty much the same setup, because these are the locations that are better. This time it's going to stand right in front of the door, though. So don't have to breach the door effectively. We'll probably see him from the window, but who cares? Okay. And this guy didn't put on safe. You know what? Let's put you on stealth. I don't know what that will do, but you'll still engage when I want you to, so it shouldn't be a case. And I forgot two people here. Let's put one right in front of the barn door. A bit closer, so they won't see you from the window. And one... We'll put him... Well, he's standing on the table. I'm actually kind of fine with his location. Let's put him here. We shouldn't be seeing him from there. And he's kind of looking toward the door. I like it. Okay. So these two, same as the others. Alright, so now it's time to make the second part. And this is OBJ2, by the way. You need to go to markers to tackle the markers. Remember that. If you're trying to click on a marker and you don't know why it doesn't work, that's why. This is OBJ3. Alright. So this town should be something different. Because it's the base of the insurgents. It's going to contain a lot of them in there, and additionally they're going to have a lot of other stuff in here, like vehicles and the likes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just putting a lot of fire teams. I'm putting them like this so they won't actually attach themselves into one squad, because they tend to do that. And I'm gonna place them in all the big buildings first, because I want this town manned. So let's put this here, and we got one here. Do we have another big one? Yeah, we have another big one. Let's have another team. Put it here. And we're gonna have all of them man their buildings. Now these guys, I don't care about being aware. Well, that's fine as well, I guess, but I wanted you to be here. Can't you just be here? Oh, there you go. Thank you. You can still garrison people you have already garrisoned, if you didn't notice what I just did. So these guys are going to be aware because they're going to anyway receive the news that the previous town has been attacked. So the only thing I'm going to do is just remove their force stand state from all of them, so they won't get stuck sitting down or anything like that. So that's 1 and that's 2. Alright, and now I'm gonna put some less people in the smaller buildings. Actually, we have another big building here, and I don't mind putting a lot of units. And the reason I don't mind putting that many units in this town is because my orders to them are going to be, feel free to engage this town with heavy explosives and destroy the buildings and all that jazz, because this town is just insurgents. So they will probably shell this place to hell before they will move in and clear whatever is left. So I'm pretty sure most of these guys are just gonna die from explosives and the likes, and I'm fine with it. But I'm still placing them so that we'll have some stuff to kill for the guys over there. There you go. Are these guys? Oh, these guys are the... okay. Alright, so let's have all of our teams not on this state as well. There we go. That's a lot of people. Alright, and now we're going to place a couple of key players in here, because we should have a couple of officers, so to say. So I'm gonna just make sure they look officery enough for me. Let's have 3 of them. And what we're going to do is actually double click them and go to Arsenal. And then we can edit them if we want, which is what I'm going to do. It takes a bit of a while, especially if you have mods on. And I'm going to try and give them something different. Maybe this turban is... no, I don't think it's distinct enough. Oh, there we go. Some sort of beret. So PO... I'm not sure PO is the right one to give them, actually. Is there a beret in here? No beret. Beanie. Beanie. Oh, there's our berets in here. VDV. Lol. They're not going to be VDV or anything like that. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to give them the classic black beret that comes with the game normally. And it should be somewhere here. There we go. Beret black. And that should kind of differentiate them as leaders. So we're going to give all 3 of them that. Let's go to beret. And what I want my guys to do is confirm their death. So they'll have to kind of shift between the wreckages they leave and confirm their death, or if they're afraid that they will miss them, they will have to not blow up everything to shit. Alright, 1 here. This is a big enough building and very prominent. Let's use this one and this one. Really spread them out. So in here, let's have him in the 2nd floor as well. Oh, where did he go? Well, I just dropped him a tiny bit. I'll have to heal him just to be safe. Alright. And let's place another one. This one will be on the ground floor. Place another one here. Put them next to the door, because why not? I haven't garrisoned them, but they're inside the buildings, and if they get out, they get out. I don't care really what they do. I'm fine with them being like that. Now, let's put some vehicles around here, and then we're gonna place the vehicles that we're actually gonna bring in. So here, we're going to have a couple of special vehicles. We're gonna have some anti-tank trucks waiting for their enemies, and down here we'll have a DSHKM1. So 3 technicals in there, and we're gonna actually put some armored units up in here, and I will use those as far as my reinforcements to move in if I want to. So we're gonna have a couple of BTRs that they are keeping here. Let's have 4 of them, and we're also going to fill them with men. So just in case they actually get to their destination, they're going to unload a lot of men. That is unless our vehicle crew will shoot them first. So we're going to have full rifle teams in there, and that will be our actual reinforcements. And I'd like to find maybe a flown something. We look at them, they're sitting on the top. It's just crazy. I like this mechanic. Oh, okay, they have actual armor? No. Well, in here they have it, but in there they don't. It's really weird. Okay, so I can have T-72s as well. Let's have just one of them, and maybe remove one of the BTRs. Yeah, let's remove one of BTR and have 1 tank. That would be our contingent of reinforcements that will make life difficult for our guys. They might be actually seen by the helicopter, which means I have to put them further away, or maybe even just spawn them when I need them. Maybe. I can also disperse them along the route here. So let's actually have reinforcements ready to move here. There's going to be a BTR here. He's going to be next to this. Oh, that's not good. Well, I just destroyed this BTR's thing. Where's that oil station? Who are these guys belong to? What the hell? Okay, sure. I don't know who you belong to. Wait, what's going on here? I thought I manned all these guys. Where did all the infantry squads go? That is weird as hell. Alright. Okay, well, we'll put them here. There's a lot of them here. What the hell is going on? Okay. I don't know. I don't care. We have one over there. We're gonna have one over here. Just and well, next to this one. And we're gonna have 1 BTR, 1 tank, kind of en route. If the chopper will report them, then I'll move them in. Pretty much. Let's even put them further away. Let's put them over here. That way I can move them if I want to. Probably chopper won't notice them there. Alright, so this is all sorted. Oh, I haven't put any static positions in here. I can definitely do that. So let us do that. I want to put a couple of static positions. What do we got here? Let's put a cord down. We're going to have him in a kind of a unique position to kind of confuse our guys. Oh, no, no. Why are you doing this? Okay. Do what I tell you. And sit on the top of the roof. Why you do this? Well, as you can see, the statics can be really annoying. Especially if you want them to be in a unique position. Yeah, it's not really working with this one. Place it somewhere else, maybe? Can always place it here. And check the awareness of our guys as far as clearing, because they'll probably clear this building before they move over there. So this cord, oh, it can't really see much. That's not good. Let's have a stand-up one. There you go. Okay, and we'll put it on the roof here. That's a meanie. Yeah. It's gonna shred some stuff or die horribly. Either way, I'm fine with it. What is this? AA. This is just an M3. Alright. Well, M3... Oh, you know what I want to place? I want to place an AA unit. Let's place one here. That would give our chopper some help from this position. And that's enough, those two. Because there's a lot of enemies in this town and some reinforcements to come in. So these are our enemies. And we're going to now write the rest of the description. We're going to place some stuff that will ambush them on the road. So we're going to actually lightly man the town of Chuck Chuck, just to kind of be a scenery when they move in. Don't want to stress the server too much on one hand. On the other hand, it's a small map, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. So this is good. And we'll put some goat herders on the way. We love doing that. And we had them in the last op, so why not? Let's put one here. And let's put another one on the hills here. These guys will have to not move so they can stay next to their goats. Animals, goats. Placing them pretty much in the same location because I know they wander. So they'll wander on their own a bit. There we go, and some goats. Maybe even blocking the road a bit. I'll have to drive around the goats, and they will probably suspect of me doing a suicide goat or something like that. That's usually the case. Let's give them something to explore on the way as well, like a wrecked vehicle. So we'll place a wreck. Like a wrecked US vehicle here. Maybe Americans were pushing a convoy through here. I want a bit more of a ambush position. Yeah, let's put it there. That's gonna be better. Here. And between Chuck Chuck, which is completely safe, and our destination, we're gonna have these two wrecks of a previous convoy and maybe a Humvee. Yeah. And they'll kind of have to send their guy to check it out. There won't be any IDs, again, because factory has been destroyed. We are going to have one or two guys hiding in here. And for that, I am going to place the first type of infantry, the sniper ones, in two locations inside the town. Let's say one here. You know what? Just one location will be enough. Because I don't want them to over-investigate this. They tend to start investigating too much. And we're going to move them to the windows that overwatch this road. So, over here and over here. Heal. And let's put you guys on stealth. And let's put you on stand. Because I want you to shoot through the windows, not shoot through the windows. Can you stand next to the window, actually, and not, like... I know you won't rotate until they show up, but at least stand next to the window. Alrighty. I think our mission is done as far as placing stuff. Oh. I did forget one thing. Weapon cache for these guys. Open cache. Let's go to supplies, ammo, and the weapon cache they're gonna get is the RHS AFRF, right? AFRF weapons crate. these the ones. This is gonna take forever. The first crate you edit in Zeus is always like a grueling thing, and then it becomes faster. Come on, let me edit you. There we go. Oh, picture not found. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is the one. AKs and such. Okay, and we're going to put those around. So let's put one of them here. Let's do kind of a small weapon cache here. So let's put us an ammo crate as well. And let's copy these two and place them somewhere else, like let's say here. This is a good spot. You'll notice I don't copy too much in this, and for those of you who are used to using Eden and stuff like that, that's mostly because in Zeus, when you copy stuff, they don't get the same properties that you have set for the stuff. If you copy and paste something, even if you set properties to it, it will pretty much place the object as it is if it was spawned anew. So normally you have no reason to place it. You can either just spawn it anew, or you know, if you really want a new like this, I just copy those two, but most of the time it's not really useful for anyone. You still have to edit all the things related to it. So we got weapon caches, we got thing. Let's edit the Imam, okay, and Sultan Safe. Just want to be sure about my places. And let's also, well, I'm not gonna actually take a look at grids, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we got this written down. Now let's do BR. By the way, to the guy who said that you can do spaces by doing Shift Enter, you can, yes, for sure. Shift Enter, do spaces, but they don't actually work. So I can do spaces as much as I want, and it can be visually nice for me, but for the guys in the actual map, they will see everything as one thing if I don't put the BR/BR and all that stuff. So I'm just going to do spaces for now, but I am also going to put the BR spaces are just for me to be able to see it normally. So operation, heat stroke, phase 2. There we go. And now let's do operational resources. There we go. That for this op, NATO has assigned us two Foxhound. What Foxhound was it? LPPV GPMG. We also have our Edge 66 Comanche. Actually, I'll place that one at the end. Let's have 1 times where is it? M2A2 ODS Bradley. This is not 2. And a all right. You can deploy any element you wish to that you have resources for. So that means they can deploy any infantry composition that they want to create, and they can also deploy a vehicle element for the Bradley and a vortex element for the Comanche, like pilots. br/br/br/br, and we're going to operational parameters. No, just this. Okay. 1. Elements will move under Hawk through the town of Chuck to engage the southern section of FEWZ obj1. Yeah. 2. Elements will then move to the northern part of FEWZ to make sure no forces are left the area. obj2. Expect insurgents to dispatch reinforcements by this stage. BR. 3. Elements will finally move to finish off the rebel stronghold that is the town of Sultan Safe. While Zrutimam needs to be handled carefully due to civilian presence there, Sultan Safe can be shelled freely as it is a bastion of insurgents and no innocents are present. obj3. Expect the insurgents to fight to the end. BR/BR. And lastly, for make sure that you have destroyed all weapon caches in Sultan Safe. Weapon caches and weapon caches in Sultan Safe, and have killed or captured all 3 insurgent commanders. Alright, that is pretty much it. Let us check that this looks good. Yeah, alright, looks nice. Fine. Alright, so we have a complete op. There you go. Zeus is taking a while. We have a complete op here. It's going to be a nice one, I'm sure. If I can, I will take a video of it. If I can't, I can't. But I hope that it benefits you watching me preparing missions like this. and that you have enjoyed watching it. I was Dr. Oyster. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe and like, and comment below if you have anything that you want to mention about mission making or anything you want to ask me, and I will make sure to look at those comments and answer them. Until next time, guys, you stay clear of insurgents, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.